Hey, on this channel, we're going to be starting out a new video series with Proxmox. So we're going to be doing videos that's going to show you how to install Proxmox, how to do your initial configuration, how to create your first virtual machine, how to upload ISOs, all kinds of things. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot of more videos with Proxmox. And today we're going to be doing series 1, which is going to be how to download, burn it to a thumb drive, the Proxmox ISO, and actually let's install Proxmox on a older desktop, laptop, any kind of server laying around that you're not utilizing. You can make it into a hypervisor, and Proxmox is a great choice because it's open source and free. VMware does have ESXi. They do have a free version, but it does limit you on some of the CPU and memory. Proxmox, as far as I know, does not do that. Let's go ahead and dive in right now. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to proxmox.com, go to the downloads tab. Once you get to the downloads page, go to Proxmox virtual environment, go to ISO images, and then we're going to download the latest version here as the time of this video, which is 7.3-1. So we're going to hit download here. So we always want to make sure you use the latest version. Go to desktop and we hit save. So this ISO is pretty big, so it's going to take a little bit to download. So let's go ahead and open up a new tab and go to rufus.ie/en, depending on your language. And then we're going to download this Rufus tool. What this is going to help us do is make this ISO burnable to a USB thumb drive, so then we can then boot up that ISO to a thumb drive on the new computer. So to download Rufus, you're going to scroll down and we're going to hit the download 3.21, which is the latest version. So we'd save that to our desktop, so we'll have that ready. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video, wait for this to download, and then we'll pick it up from there. All right, we have our ISO here that just got done downloading. We have Rufus, which is already open. We selected our 32 gig thumb drive there. We also hit select ISO that's on the desktop. So once you have all that selected, you can go ahead and simply hit start. This is just letting you know it's going to be wiping that thumb drive, which is fine. We're going to hit OK. We're going to be deleting that partition and repartitioning that thumb drive now, and then it's going to burn that ISO into that thumb drive and make it bootable, so then we can plug it into our new machine and go ahead and install Proxmox. Okay, you guys, we have that 32 gig thumb drive here with Proxmox already ready to go. We're going to go ahead and set this on top of the machine because we actually want to boot up our computer first, and usually it's F1 or F2 depending on computer. It could be also delete key. It could be tons of different things, but we want to go into the BIOS menu. Once we're in our BIOS, we're going to want to find something called Advanced and then go to CPU setup. Now, every BIOS is going to be different, but you're going to want to get into the same area where the CPU advanced settings are at. And you just want to make sure that Intel virtualization technology is enabled, hyperthreading is enabled, and multiprocessing, of course, enabled. Just make sure all those are enabled, and you'll be able to use virtualization with Proxmox. If you don't have this enabled, you're going to try to install Proxmox, and it's going to give you that warning that your virtualization is not enabled. You just want to make sure that virtualization technology is enabled. And before we exit, we're going to go ahead and take that thumb drive and we're going to go and plug it into our USB port. And then let's go ahead and exit and save changes and wait for it to reboot here. And we're going to boot up to that USB thumb drive now. There you have it. If it boots up successfully to that thumb drive, you're going to get this screen. If not, you just need to change your boot order to make sure it boots up to that thumb drive. And you can do that again in your BIOS settings. So go ahead and hit enter because we're going to install Proxmox. And it is going to ask us to do a whole bunch of settings here once this loads up. So I'm going to pause it and wait for us to get to that screen. All right, we're going to go ahead and accept the agreement here. This is an option. It's just letting you know target hard disk. That's our disk. If you need to change that, you can change it from the drop down here, but everything by default is good for us. We're gonna go ahead and hit next again, change your country, time zone, all that good stuff. And here's where we're gonna set your password. Now this is gonna be for the root password of your Proxmox installation. So we're gonna go ahead and type ours in. Now make sure you remember this password because this is gonna get us into the Proxmox web interface, and the username is gonna be root. All right, you can see it automatically put an IP address because we have Ethernet cable plugged in. So we're gonna go ahead and change this to 01 because it's gonna be our 01 server. Here you can actually set your static IP. So if you want to put in something there, you can do that as well. Once you know what that is, go ahead and hit next. And then we're going to go ahead and make sure this is checked. Now keep in mind, you want to remove the thumb drive or it might boot up to that later, but we're just going to leave that checked and hit install. And now we just sit back and drink some coffee because the rest is going to be done by the Proxmox installation. So I'll go ahead and pause it here and wait for it to reboot. And like I said, when it reboots, make sure you pull that thumb drive out of your machine or it's going to try to boot up to that thumb drive again if you have that set in the certain boot order in your BIOS. All right, once your server reboots, you should get a screen like this that has your static IP that you set earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and browse to that on our desktop and let's go see if we can log in. All right, if you successfully got to that that IP address and you got Proxmox, it will say that your cert expired, but that's fine. Just hit advance and continue anyway. Now let's go ahead and see if we can log in. Like I said, use root as your username like we talked about before, and then that password you set earlier in the installation, that's going to be that password. We hit login, and look at that, we are okay. Everything looks like it's running fine. Go to summary here so you can see that everything's green. You can see your storage. So here you can go ahead and click on this partition and go to ISO images, upload your Windows 10 ISO, Linux distro, Ubuntu, and then when you have that upload, then you can go over here and right click and create that VM. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do another video explaining on creating your first VM and uploading your ISO, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions or information, please leave them in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one.